In an unprecedented move, outgoing US President Joe Biden has granted clemency to over 1,500 people. 39 people convicted of non-violent crimes were granted pardon, and the life sentences of 1,500 others were commuted. The move came after President Biden granted unconditional pardon to his son Hunter Biden. This is the maximum number of clemency grants ever in a single day by the US president. Now, according to the White House press secretary, Biden administration will continue to review the clemency petitions. The German economy, once the growth engine of Europe, has been in the doldrums for a while, with a strong labour market being the only good news for months on end. And now even that is likely to end, according to a new survey. Lars Holter is with Deutsche Welle and he joins me from Berlin to examine the story further. Thank you very much, Lars, for joining. To begin with, what all are you hearing on this matter?
Thanks for having me. Well, it certainly doesn't look good. A survey that came out yesterday says that 4 out of 10 German companies are planning layoffs next year, that as they are less optimistic about their business. The same is true when it comes to planned investments. 40% are planning to invest less, only 23% are planning to invest more next year. Now, crunching the numbers, the German Institute for Wirtschaft, that is the institute behind this study, and they are generally well connected and showing a bit of a pro-corporate slant. Now, they're saying pessimism is the highest it's been since the global financial crisis in 2008. Furthermore, they are saying that talking to the 2,000 companies that are part of their ongoing study, they see, quote, no signs of an economic turnaround for Germany, which means the weakness we've seen over the past year or two is likely to drag on. And yes, it is now pulling labor markets down in a major turnaround in itself. For 15 years, labor market participation has grown in Germany, and now it looks we're not losing jobs only for a short time. Even worse, these might not be temporary cuts, but we will see a long-term reduction of jobs.
Having said that, Lars, what is the government doing to improve the situation?
Well, to be honest, they're looking a bit helpless right now. There are the same old ideas out there and the same old promises. Chancellor Olaf Scholz says that ThyssenKrupp steel is of highest geopolitical importance for Germany, and it most certainly is, with steel being one of the materials used most within the German industry. You don't want to have to rely on Chinese and other suppliers, but Scholz has not really said how he would improve the situation for a steel company that's suffering from high energy costs. Also, Scholz was just at a Ford plant talking about the need for a pan-European program to support electric mobility and the European car makers. But that's just talk. Obviously, Scholz is not in a very strong position now. He's basically a lame duck chancellor. But be that as it may, there's really not much hope right now that he can give companies. Then we have Economic Minister Robert Habeck, who has admitted that Berlin needs to do more to make the country's industry more competitive on a global level. He actually admitted that his own current government has often done too little, too late. And maybe that is the only hopeful message. If politicians do actually see that their efforts haven't been enough, maybe a new government will have the support of all parties to do more in terms of a business-friendly agenda.